My name is Ashley and I'm backpacking through Brazil for 4 months. This journey is all about diving into Brazilian culture, experiencing its beauty, and sharing every moment with you. So far, we've explored 4 amazing places together, each with its own story. If you haven't caught up yet, you're missing out. Make sure to check them out to get the full picture. In the last episode, I was soaking up island life in Ilha Grande, where everything felt like a dream. But now, the adventure takes us to Paraty, a small town surrounded by lush mountains, hidden beaches, and so much history waiting to be uncovered. I just left Ilha Grande an hour ago, and now I'm at this random bus stop with a sign that says Paraty. Waiting and waiting, hoping a bus will eventually show up. After hours, one finally does. It's a local public bus, and surprisingly, everyone on board seems to be a backpacker, like me. The ride is simple, with gorgeous views passing by. After what feels like forever, we finally arrive in Paraty. I'm so extremely tired because the bus ride was like 3 hours and it was supposed to come at 12:40, but it came around 2, I think. So it's been a long wait, a long journey, and we also took the public bus for the first time, which was not bad. I thought it would be I don't know, I thought it would be something else, but it was completely normal. We're gonna find some food and then we're gonna go to our hostel, which is called the Remo, and it's like in the middle of the forest. Our hostel is located in Paraty, a small village about 30 minutes from the center of Paraty. As soon as we arrived, it was like nature decided to build a house in the middle of the jungle but forgot the walls and windows. It's wide open, guys. You can hear and feel everything from the outdoors. I already feel zen. This is going to be one of those places where I suddenly start thinking about becoming a vegan and the moon's energy or something like that. Do you know what I mean? And meet Lila. She's blind but living her best life out here. Okay, short tour of our hostels. We're here, we have rooms, and then the rest is just open space. And also, what is very cool about this hostel is that there are no walls, literally. It's so open, so even if it rains, you're like with nature, you're like a part of it. And then down here is like the, I don't know, I'll call it the living room. So that is breakfast they serve every single day for 30 AIs, but today I'm gonna make my own. And you could sit here, and then they have hammocks almost everywhere, which I think is pretty cool personally. Today is all about exploring. I took a long walk to the beach with my friend Maya. You know Maya? Maya and I met at the first hostel we stayed in, Books, which is located in Lapa. She's been my ride or die ever since. Crazy story though, she got robbed in Pedro do Sol and we helped her fix a new phone. Since then, we've just been hanging out non-stop. Watch episode 2, A Day in Rio vlog, to see more of Maya. On the way to the beach, I bought some freshly pressed mango juice. And trust me, this wasn't one of those concentrates. This was pure, fresh mango in a cup. So good. Later that night, we took a van to the city center. It was raining, but that didn't stop us. You know, we're not the type to let a little rain ruin our plans. We stopped for some espetinhos, basically grilled meat on a stick. And yeah, it's my current obsession. Then we wrapped up the night with some amazing sushi. Definitely a perfect way to end the day. Today I'm going to the beach alone. It's been raining the past couple of days, and it's the first time I'm seeing this hostel with the sunlight shining over it, which is really, really cool. I finally get to the beach and it's everything I could have wished for. The sun is shining, the sand is warm, and the water absolutely perfect. I go for a swim and the temperature is just right. Refreshing but not too cold. When I got back to the hostel, I took a quick shower and slipped into this really pretty dress. It felt like the perfect way to end the beach day. I was starving after all that walking, so I decided to make some lasagna that I had bought the day before while I was in town. I popped it in the microwave, subbed it up, and sat on my favorite spot in the whole hostel to eat. With the view in front of me and the fresh air all around it, it felt like such a simple yet perfect moment. Paraty is apparently a slave town. I don't know so much about it, but we are going to learn together. Like the beginning of the town. Look, I'm in the border. Stepping into Paraty's historic center felt like time had frozen in a beautiful but sad way. This cobblestones you see has such sad history behind it. It was laid centuries ago by enslaved Africans and indigenous workers under Portuguese rule. I could not walk here without feeling the weight of those stories beneath my feet. Then there's the church, which was built by enslaved Africans for Africans because during colonial times in Brazil, slaves were not allowed to worship in the same churches as the Portuguese. This church right here became a space where they could practice the spirituality mixed with Catholic traditions. Standing in front of it, you cannot help but feel their resilience and faith. Today, the streets of this town come alive with color and sound, shops overflowing with handmade crafts calling you to stop and take it all in. This town is not just a place you visit, it's a place you feel. The building with your bright, colorful trims and the overwhelming sense of walking through history makes it pure magic. You can't help but imagine what life here must have been like 100 years ago. We just arrived at the port, and this is the port whereby they brought in a lot of African slaves all the way from Africa, obviously, to build the stones, which I already explained before. But today, as you can see, it's very lively, full of people. It's a market, and I just love to see the contrast. Like, this was once a place of sorrow, a place of sadness, and today it's a place full of joy, and I love to see that. Pause. There is one thing I'm clueless about. So, at night, the street was packed with people wearing hats, and people were dressed up as characters. They were singing about something. If you know what this is, please enlighten me in the comments because I am dying to figure this out. Where was I? Oh, right. But without further ado, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you learned something about Paraty with me, and I will see you on the next one. Next, we're headed to a big city full of incredible street art and the spirit of freedom. Can you guess where it is? Let me know in the comments and I'll share all the details in the next video.